Monday night game just wrapped up between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got a lot of action in this one. We hit the over. A lot of fantasy points were scored here today. And we're going to talk about the buys, the sells, the trades, the top players from today's matchup. Before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. Tomorrow, we're going deep on the waiver wire, talking about 20-plus wide receivers, 20-plus running backs. We're going deep with the You Need series, doing those deep dives. On top of that, we're using these videos to help you set your lineups. Click that button right now. Stop missing out. Ric Flair's watching. Don't disappoint him. And we got some new stuff today to look at from this game, so stay tuned. But we're looking at the box score right now, 26-18. And I'm going to say this, Russell Wilson is cooking with the Steelers. He's got a pretty deep ball, 278 yards, 1 touchdown. And he's just electric downfield with it. This team is looking a lot different. And Russell Wilson is cooking here with the Steelers. Just going down here to the wide receivers first for the Steelers. George Pickens would have had a touchdown, or could have had touchdowns, or should have. However you want to grade that, I don't even care. But it was almost there. 4 catches, 74 yards though. Looking solid. We had 5 targets. Like I say, he usually gets 5 or more targets in a game. We got the 5-pack here. Van Jefferson, 4 catches, 62 yards. Calvin Austin, speed to burn, got that touchdown. 3 catches, 54 yards. After that, it's quiet with everybody else. We had a battle between the tight ends, Darnell Washington and Pat Freiermuth. All just getting meh for you. Going up here to the running backs, Najee Harris, 114 yards on the ground, 6 yards per carry. 46 yards for Jaylen Warren. Najee Harris caught 3 balls. On top of that, Warren got a couple catches. Warren got you, like 7 fantasy points, where Najee got you a good clip there for your box score for fantasy football. But on the Giants side, it's about Tyrone Tracy. He took it over. 20 carries and 145 yards, 7.3 yards per carry. Had that 45-yard touchdown run, and he was solid. He's electric. He looks good. Everybody's talking about him. He's the talk of the town. Came out of the game later in it, but still, he blew up. One of the top players in fantasy. One of the stashes we were talking about in the waiver wire videos on Tuesdays all season long, until he became the guy, or started to be the guy, but now he is the guy. But Daniel Jones, up and down game, we'll say up and down game, got 1 pick, also that fumble there, but they probably should have double teamed Watt, at least had a chip there or something. Darius Slayton, 4 catches, 108 yards. And he's deep ball city with that 4.3 speed. He's got a rapport with Danny Dimes. Malik Nabers, 13 targets in this matchup. And most of them, or a good portion of them, not most of them, came in the witching hour of the game. The back end of the game. Because they were trying to move the ball, trying to play catch up. But going into that, he had about 7-8 targets. Was getting good volume in this matchup. Got you about 14 fantasy points. He was getting a lot of action. Theo Johnson got you 6 fantasy points on 4 targets. That's a tight end to monitor going forward. Wan'Dale Robinson, 5 targets, 5 balls caught, 29 yards. Again, like I was saying going into this game, he either needs to bust one loose, get an exceptional amount of volume, or score a touchdown. But Tyrone Tracy, Malik Nabers, the guys for the Giants, George Pickens, Najee Harris, the guys for the Steelers, Russell Wilson getting it done. But I do have something I want to show you today. And I got advanced data. I forgot I had this on PFF, and I'm going to show it to you right now. George Pickens, Van Jefferson, they ran the most routes for the team. Next was Calvin Austin with 25 out there in this matchup, so it's not too far off with the routes. Pat Freiermuth ran more routes than Darnell Washington, if you're wondering about that. Najee and Jaylen Warren were split. Coming down here, yards per route ran, 2.55 for Pickens, Van Jefferson 214, ADOT for the air yards, 12.4, 13.2, so we were pushing it downfield. Russell Wilson getting vertical like we were doing with Cortland Sutton. Over here with the Giants, going over here to the routes ran. Let me slide over there for a second here. Darius Slayton, Malik Nabers, Wan'Dale Robinson. They got a three-headed monster right now, and it's looking good. Nabers getting the deep targets. Malik Nabers getting a ton of targets. Wan'Dale Robinson getting the underneath stuff. Theo Johnson running a lot of routes here, 25 of them, which is looking good. Tyrone Tracy running a lot more routes than Devin Singletary, which he should. Former wide receiver, good catching the ball out of the backfield. Slayton, 3.27 yards per route ran. Nabers' numbers here for the yards per route ran is kind of tricky because he's getting so many targets. But he's got an 8 out of 15 with a huge target share. That's elite. Huge A-dot here for Darius Slayton, which is good. Wan'Dale Robinson's got like a running back A-dot that's in the negatives. That's something you don't want to look at when you're looking at your wide receivers. You kind of want an A-dot in the positive range. Actually pushing 10 plus is great, but he's never going to get that, so he's going to need a lot of volume, touchdowns, or he's going to have to break something loose with the yards after the catch. Going over here to the running backs, snaps-wise, we got Najee with 18 snaps, Jaylen Warren with 7. Yards after contact per attempt, 4.63 with Najee Harris. Looking good in this matchup. Forced 5 missed tackles, 4 carries of 10-plus yards in this game. We're looking at Jaylen Warren, 2 missed tackles, 3.57 yards after contact per attempt. Not too bad. It's the Najee Harris show, though. He's getting the workload. He's getting the opportunities. And he's had a good run here these last few weeks. He's looking pretty good here with Russell Wilson cooking. But that's what I got to show you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.